everybody. So today is Friday, March 15th. This is Flosstube number 4. Technically it's number 5, but this is kind of back to my original kind of or normal format. I'm here to talk to you about my stitching over the past couple weeks, what I've done, kind of my whips, my finishes, and then of course I'll do a designer spotlight. It's not, we'll get there. First I just wanted to take a minute, just kind of thank everyone. I've had so many people comment, watch, subscribe, support, mention me. So, I was going to kind of call all the floss tubes that took their time to mention me, but what I think I'm going to do is just list them on the show notes so you can easily click on them. I so appreciate it. Again, as I've mentioned before, it's not the easiest thing, just kind of coming on, sharing yourself, sharing your stitching. So I'm so pleased that, I've been able to inspire some people, been able to enable some people, because I've had it done to me for so many years with all the wonderful floss tubers. I do want to just say a special thank you. They would probably hate me doing this because how they are. They're so humble, but Carol Saltbox, I've watched her ever since the beginning, and I can remember, I think the first or second video, Carol was like, "What's mine? If I want to glue it, it's totally fine." And like she whispered it to the camera. And I was like, oh yeah, I was like, that's perfect for me. She has been so kind, so supportive. And then of course, Brenda and Laura, the serial starter, again, watched them since the beginning, and it's super humbling to hear, just floss tubers call you out. So thank you so much. Again, I'm going to list everybody kind of in the show notes. It's been a wonderful list. It's such an endearing list, but I don't want to get somebody's name wrong. I don't want to mispronounce someone's name. So I'm going to put them all in the show notes. And again, I really want everyone to know how much I appreciate it and how kind it has been. So thank you. Couple things. Let's see. I went to market. I did a market, since I last talked to y'all, I did a market recap. That was a lot of fun. I tried to film some at market, but I really tried to take a lot of pictures of the designers' rooms, kind of showed market from the buyer perspective. So I was there as a helper for Hollis Hands Creates, which is an online retail shop. Kristin asked me if I would come and be her helper. So I drove down to Nashville. I kind of did all this in my recap, so I'm not going to go far, but drove down to Nashville, kind of helped. Wasn't there the whole day on Sunday. I drove back because I had a good bit of work that I needed to get back to. It's been very hectic at work, which is fine. It is what it is, but got back to work and tried to film a video. Not sure how much sense I made during that video. I was pretty exhausted. Like I said in that video, it's literally the most exciting and exhilarating, and you're around all this talent and these crafters and people you've talked to online, and it's just exhausting, but so worth it. So I've been very honored to be able to go to that. Did that. I've kind of done my local LNS has a Friday night stitch group. So I've kind of been there, I think twice since I've kind of talked to you. We did get to meet, Half Stitch Cross Stitch at one of the events. She had a group of 5 or 6 ladies that were there, all kind of staying in Anderson. So I'm sure you watched her video. You can talk to her, but it was really nice to get to talk to them and meet them and meet that group. I've been working. I have a home, so it's just constant things with that nature. Again, my family is all here pretty local, so I always have something, going on with my family, just like everyone else. Been super busy. Still haven't gotten to the framer. I've got to get over there. I don't know how I'm going to work it out, but I need to just make the time and get, it's about 45-minute drive one way. for me, which I know some people that's nothing, but just need to make the time and get over there. I've been stitching. I've got some haul, so we'll go through that. And I just realized I'm gonna have to get up and go get a bag, but that's okay. So what I thought I would do is kind of show you what I've been doing the past couple weeks. Start with there and kind of just move forward. So I did have a couple of finishes. So my first one was a new start that I just started like March 6th, around that time. And it was from the Ooh La La Blackbird book. I think the Blackbird that I showed, I just kind of was like, I got to do a Blackbird. I love this book. This is a great book. I'm sure most of y'all own it. But I did the small, I will not even attempt to pronounce it because a lot of this is in French, and I should have marked it. Sorry, guys. I think I say this every time. There's only so much prep you can do. Oh, please. Now, me scrolling through this book, all I want to do is stitch more of it. I'm like, ooh, I need to do that. Ooh. But I did do the French pincushion. So I did this one on 36 count Lagunier Latte by R&R. So I really wish I would have done a 40, but I just had a piece small enough laying there. So I went ahead and picked it up and just stitched it. I used the called for colors in this one, and it turned out super cute. It's a nice quick little stitch that I have lost. See how this video is going to go. There it is. And of course I forgot my board again, but I'll hold up this. Maybe that will not be too bad. So again, a French pincushion. I think it's the chicken, but I'm not going to say it because you guys will all laugh at me. And it's Blackbird designs. So I think that would turn out super cute. And then I had another good size finish. It was a lot more stitching than I thought it was going to be. So this is Ann Chilton, 1847 Scarlet House. So again, Ann Chilton, 1847 Scarlet House. And I stitched this one on goodness gracious. Well, I thought I had it written down. I stitched this on Hawthorne by Needle and Flax. I thought I had written it down. But I used the called for silks, and I'm pretty sure it's Hawthorne by Needle and Flax. But I love the colorway in this one, how it turned out. The colors are so bright, you know, not bright, but just very distinct, and love the blues in it, the kind of burnt oranges. It kind of shocked me every time I pulled out a color and went and had a really good time with it. So again, Ann Chilton, 1847. I probably just made that up. And it's on Hawthorne, and I use the called for threads. So love that little finish. That's definitely going to the framer. And then let's see. But that one, like I said, it was kind of deceptively a lot of stitching, even though it's a smaller piece. It's only 7 by 6. It's only 144 wide by 136 high, but it's pretty dense stitching, I thought. So it took me a little longer. And then I had another new start and a finish, which was With Thy Needle and Thread, Regina. It was in the Regina Habel book, which I have done the sampler for. And it's Birds in the Bow, which was the little pincushion on the back. So I kind of had everything laying in my little stitching cart. So I was like, why are you just not just picking this up? And so this is Birds in the Bow in the Regina Howell book. And I did this on 40 count Fox and Rabbit white clay with the Vicky Clayton silks. Love this little pinkish, and I love this like blue gray color. Such a cute piece. So those are kind of my finishes. I did have a whip I made pretty good progress on. So this is a new start for me as well. This was Pineberry Lane, Sarah Platt, 1811. So Pineberry Lane, Sarah Platt, 1811. And so what I did was I started this one, and I decided to do this on Needle and Flax's new color, Furly, because it has like a really nice like yellow tint to it. And I thought, you'll see, all these like oranges and harvest basket and purples. I just thought it was real, it was washing out just a little bit, but it's a really pretty colorway. So I'm using the called for threads. It's a lot of heirloom gold like through here, and then old purple paint. And then it does have a little bit of over one stitching. So you can see the full alphabet here is over one, and then some of this line is over one. So there is 2 lines of over one stitching. I've gotten that all finished, and I'm coming down to the like kind of flower basket on this one. And then it does have a small pattern as well. And I may stitch the small pin pillow. I haven't quite decided. It's very similar to this design, but it's definitely a different colorway, which might be kind of fun. So we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do on that. Okay, so that's, oh, I do have another whip. I don't know if we can call it a whip. I'm calling it one. It is, so again, a Scarlet House. This is the one we received from Hobby House at the retreat. And its Home is Where My Samplers Are, is the name of the pattern. And this is actually being done on 40 count Dolly Madison. That's what we got in the kit. This is not released yet, like I said, because it was a retreat kind of exclusive. But, excuse my hanging needle. I know that flipped some people out, but it's gonna be fine. So we are doing this one with the called for 103s. So we got this little tray at Hobby House as well, so I just have them kind of stored in there right now. Just kind of easy to pick up and, you know, take with me to work on. I'm loving the colors on that one. Really enjoying it. And then it kind of came with like the finishing stuff, and this was the backing fabric that it came with. And I don't know if I'll use it or if I'll change it to something else, but I love having it kind of all together. So I just kind of needed to pull it out. I've never really stitched with 103s. I'm really enjoying them, especially on the 40 count. It would be definitely something that I would stitch again using that kind of 103 line. Let's see. I did do some work in my sticker journal for March since I've last kind of seen you guys. So as I've kind of mentioned, I do sticker journaling. I have like a plain journal too, and then I have like a B6 from Sadie Stickers, which is a sticker journal. I buy sticker kits and then just arrange them. So this is my kind of March monthly layout. So I do a monthly layout, and then I do a weekly. So I've kind of done March, you know, the beginning of March. And they're all kind of gold, have gold accents or rose gold or silver. I did the first week, I did the second week, of March. Again, love that typewriter. Such a pretty kit. This one didn't have full, but I just used some of the full pieces that I have in my stash. And then I haven't, of course, filled anything out this week, but I did do the kit. So, hey, there's a win there for that. And then I also did the Falling Week, which I love this kit. This is all like Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. So I love this sticker kit. I love this, kind of how I did the March there. So, and then I also always kind of do a monthly recap of just kind of my starts and my finishes, which I haven't even written one down yet, but so kind of do this like monthly recap of starts, you know, and finishes, and then just put that in there as a monthly kind of recap. So that way I can actually remember, hopefully, what I've done. And then I've got the last week kind of picked out for Easter. It's got some cute bunnies on it. So these are kind of how the sticker kits come. They all have like full, you know, like florals in the back, some just journaling stickers, but they're super cute. So you just take those and pop them on the page. So, I know I'm saying a lot. Ugh. Okay, so kind of covered. So that's kind of my whips, my finishes, my sticker journal for this month. I thought I would kind of go into my designer spotlight. So I thought I would do Plum Street this week. I'm disappointed in myself a little bit. I own a lot of Plum Street. So what I did was I did like a room tour of my bonus room, kind of just so you guys could kind of see how I do some organization. I've had a couple people ask for that. So I thought I'd kind of go through that. You know, Plum Street, I love Paulette. I love her designs. I love everything about them. But I think sometimes when I go to pick them up, it's a lot of stitching. Like, I mean, I know that's silly. We all do a lot of stitching, but like even her smalls, I'm like, man, that's a lot of work. Like, so I shouldn't say that, but you guys know that stitch. I mean, she makes you work for it, and they're beautiful. I know why she makes you work for it, but she puts a lot of real estate in a small space. So I always laugh when I go to pull one out. So I'm going to do Plum Street as my designer showcase. Again, love her designs. We'll go to stash at some point in time, but I was like, is that one behind me? No, that's a blackbird. I have to go through the house and try to collect them all and find them all. And I have them all over. So it's like a scavenger, a hunt. And then trying to come up with the names. I'm so glad you guys are so patient with me. And if I miss one, can show it the next time. So I'll get into it. So first one is this drum. This is My Peaceful Home. So this is a drum pattern that Paulette did. I love this pattern. So My Peaceful Home is kind of the first one. Love this big pink house. I don't have a big pink house. I have a gray house, but still it's just so cute. And just kind of finished it off with the felts that kind of matched. That was kind of how she had done it. So I think I just followed suit and did it that way. So the next one is the spring salt box houses. I just did one. Love it. It's so pretty. So spring salt box house. Just kind of some red and blue pinkish backing fabric. And the finisher kind of just tied this jute around it and a little bow, but love that one. And then I did autumn salt boxes. Again, these houses, yeah, Make it work. But I love the autumn. As I've mentioned before, autumn is my favorite season. Love it. Love everything about it. You're gonna see. I love some witches, but I love autumn. Just the colors, things of that nature, really call to my soul. So this is the autumn salt box. I have this little kind of plaid, and I have these kind of little pumpkin pins in it. So I didn't do like the postcard flat finish because I just wanted to kind of do three lines around completely. So you can see I just kind of did the three, and I was counting to make sure I did three, and I didn't carry this part down, all the white down at the bottom. I like that too. I just decided to do it just like as a regular frame. I've seen them stitched all together. They're beautiful. But that's kind of mine. And I will get back to the other ones at some point because I love them all. Next is Cardinal Ken. This one's so cute. There was 2 colorways in the pattern. I have no clue which one I chose, but it's turned out so cute. I just did this little backing fabric on it. But that's Cardinal Ken. Next is, well, it's Olga's Tart, but I finished it square. So this is, I love this little grumpy cat. Love every pattern. Love the stocking. I love them all. I have them all. But Olga's Tart, and I finished it square. Kind of did this as the backing fabric. You'll see I'm pretty, I'm not real flashy, you know, I mean, I just use some trim and some rickrack. I don't finish. Again, these are all professionally done or done by friends. I don't want to give anyone delusions that I'm finishing anything perfect at all. I do stitch it, but, and then I have this one. This is Mary one. This is one of the mattress pillow finishes. Again, Mary one. I love this little guy. And then I kind of did this as the backing. So, and then I have the Black Cherry Tart. So, love the colors on this one. Black Cherry Tart. It's just a tart finish. But love how it's fully finished. Black Cherry Tart. Okay. And then I'll get into like the framed pieces that I have. So the first one is Summer in Nantucket. This is just a small one. You could have done it as a pillow. Sorry, let me get some water. You could have done it as a pillow, but I just got it like framed. I didn't do glass on this one, and you can just stand it on a stand or stand it straight up. But it's turned out so cute. I know a lot of people don't stitch the mermaid on the well, but I loved it. And I think I've mentioned before, I love any type of like weather vanes. I love the well weather vane and the seagull. And this, you know, this finish has a little bit of padding in it. That's how my local framer does these finishes with that don't have a glass. But as I mentioned, I prefer glass. I have 2 here that don't have glass, and I kind of wish I just feel like they were better protected, which I know is silly, but that's just how I feel. And then the next one is the Addams Family. I love this piece. So this is the Addams Family. The frame has kind of an orangish finish, or like a little bit of rubbed out on it. And again, this is the other piece that I have that doesn't have glass, but this is the Addams Family. I love that house. I love the girls. So cute. Addams Family. The next one is Hello Summer. I kind of just, now I'm back to my glass, so excuse me for the reflection, but did this kind of neutral frame on it. Hello Summer. Love this piece. This hangs on a patriotic wall that I have downstairs with a few other pieces, but love this design. Look at that flag. I've only stitched one other flag that's probably prettier than that flag, which was in Let Love Rain. That flag, that Teresa Cookett design. I mean, it looks like it's probably the prettiest thing I've ever stitched. When I got done, it looks like it's actually moving. It's beautiful. But I love stitching a flag. So that's why Paulette's so great, because she always puts so many flags and stuff. This is Hello Winter. Again, I love these designs. I love these flowers in these designs. So that's Hello Winter. I did Cinnamon Stars, which again, another pattern I just adore. Love this kind of knotted up frame on this. So Cinnamon Stars. Love that house with the brick. Or the rock, sorry, not the brick. The next one's one of my favorites. Like asking me which was your favorite child though, but this is this is Jack's Bash. There is a little over 1 in this, the Happy Halloween, and the verse is over 1. I did it on 40 count, but man, I love that girl. I just love this pattern, Jack's Bash. And I kind of double, put that like silver inlay in that frame. So turned out really cute. And then I have Gold Tidings to You. Sorry, it's dusty. Whoops. Housekeeping. Gold Tidings to You. Again, I did this one when it was in the magazine. That's how long ago I did this one. But I love this pattern. I love that girl driving that carriage with the cats. Gold Tidings to You. Is that? Oh no, it's Gold Tidings. So cute. We put that over there. Make a little space around me. Sorry guys. It's kind of funny, when I had like more, I was better organized than when I have not as many to show. And then this one is Tomato Dame. I did not stitch this one. This was given, so this was from when Heart's Desire closed in Wichita, Kansas. My friend Marcy Thiessen bought Tomato Dame and sent it to me because I have like my cabinet full of like tomatoes and stuff downstairs. And it sits there on the cabinet. But it was such a cute piece to get, to put, on that cabinet with all my tomato pieces. So, Tomato Dame. Love how that one turned out. I like how they framed it too. So I do have a couple of, it's in that chair flying. I do have a couple of finished ones, but that are not fully finished. So this one is Buttons Black. So Buttons Black. Right, fuzz on that one. I've always loved this pattern. It's an oldie but a goodie. And then Salem Sisters 1. Again, another one of my favorites. This is an older pattern, but I just stitched it. I've had it kitted up forever. But that's Salem Sisters. It says, sisters of mine, we've done no crime, yet here we go to hanging. These foul townsfolk, they thought us cursed, and now we're up here swinging. But, love that one. And then, I have a couple of whips. So, the first one is, as you saw, I love all the hellos. So, the Hello Fall. Or that. That's just my fabric that I was using, but hello fall. I can't really call it a start, but I'm going to. So I got some of the moon done. It was at that time when like the season was transitioning. And so I kind of like put it down to do something else, but it will be finished. I love it. And the same again, this is Salem Sisters 2. So Salem Sisters 1 was the one I showed you finish, and then this is Salem Sisters 2. And then I have Salem Sisters 3 that I have the pattern. I don't have it kitted. This one is funny because this was like, I got this fabric and I kitted this in April of 08. Timely, right? And then let's see, I do have, again, a little start on Peace, Love, and Purpose. So I was stitching this for a friend, and we decided to change it to smalls. So I just stitched the house and the flag and turned it into a small. And I wish I had a picture of it. It's so cute. But this is Peace, Love, and Purpose. But since I had started it, you know, the full thing, of course I wasn't getting rid of what I had started. And I will get back. I love the full one as well. So I'll get back and stitch it all eventually. So Peace, Love, and Purpose. Gotta have options, right? Okay. So that is kind of my Plum Street designer spotlight. Again, we haven't gone to stash our kitted up items. I love her stuff. I have a bunch of it. But that's kind of what I've stitched and what I have done. I have stitched some pieces and given them away. Like, you know, sometimes they're perfect. I don't know if any of y'all have seen like Soul Sisters. I stitched that for a friend and gave it to a friend. It's just great because like one's holding scissors, you know, and it's a great pattern to give when you're both kind of stitchers. And then a friend loveth, I did that drum for another friend of mine and gave that one, turning it, it's framed. It's got 3 friends kind of holding hands. And I had them turn it into a drum. So it's really, really cute. So that's kind of my designer spotlight this week. So again, I know a lot of y'all stitch a lot more Plum Street. I love Plum Street. But some of my designer spotlights will be small. I have the best of intentions, but I'm just like everybody. I run out of time sometimes. So I do have a little bit of haul this week. So thought I'd go through that. I did get the Hobby House Press, the pin mattress. I got the fabric with it as well, which it's on 40 count Thornfield. I had already the threads, so I didn't get the threads again, but love those. I've shown you guys the scissor holder, and I have the drum. Yeah, I have the drum. So I just need to do the mattress pad now, which I really like. I did get the new colors from Cedar River Linens, 40 count. A lot of you guys have seen these, but I thought I would show them. So this one is Maple Bar. Kind of has a goldish and yellow kind of overcast. So Maple Bar. This one is Spindrift. And then the last one, and again, these are just the new colors. This one is Coffee Stain. I don't know what I'm going to put on those yet, but I have too much fabric. At least I can't. So got those. I did get, so as you guys saw, I kind of bought the Annie B's pears, the spring green pears. And Carol messaged me and she's like, you need to go get the linen. They got it on 1, 2, 3 stitch. So you just do what you're told. So I went and got the green, it's like Edinburgh linen for the pears. It's not expensive in like fabric terms. I've got more than enough here, but this is the size that they had. But it's kind of this greenish color. I might change it up. I might not do them, but it's really pretty, so I might. I'm on the fence, but I love them in person, so I might just stick to the original and go for it. I did get a couple new patterns. So I did get the Tending the Flock, which is a Scarlet House. Scarlet House was not at market, so I had Hollis Hands Crates ship those to me. I did get the Freedom pillow. So cute. Love that one. And I got the, this is my favorite one of her new releases, the Stitchers Alphabet. I really want to start this one, like, right, it's only like 6 colors, 1 DMC, and then the rest are like a couple weeks and a couple classic color works. So I love that one. And then I did also order, and I had no clue it was this cute and small. You guys can probably see this. I'm sorry, it's in paper still, but the board. So this comes from Homestead Needleworks. Homestead Needleworks. Let me see if I can show that to you. I did the 40 count one, but they had a 32-36 one as well. And that board just adorable. It's so tiny. It's just so cute. So I got that to go with that one. And then a couple things that I got at market that I just forgot. And Christine sent those to me, which I love this. This is a Stitch in Time Saves 9. But it's like literally, I can't remember, 36 colors, like 36 DMCs. She used like every color in the rainbow, which I know is going to be interesting to change out, but I think it's just the finish of it. This is the Shakespeare's color, and just seeing this in Kitten Stitcher's room at market, I was like, oh, I gotta have it. It's tiny and it's so adorable. So I got that one. And then I had stitched floral etchings 1, and I don't know how I missed floral etchings 2. I mean, I saw it, but I just forgot to get one. So Christine sent me that. And then she sent me one of the, so at market now, a lot of times General Art will have like a limited edition mystery thread pack. And so you get, like, just completely mystery colors of different sampler threads, limited edition colors. So just kind of fun. See what you get and use those in your projects where you can. So, and that is pretty much my stash this week. I'm gonna make some space. I can edit things together. Finally learned how to do that, but I don't really want to pause. So, oh please. So what I thought. Hang on. Back, not a far walk. People were like, where'd you go? So what I did was I have let me get this message off of here. So I do have I did order some of the threads for some of the market releases, so I thought I would kind of show those. It's a good time for me to kind of show threads instead of when I am stitching something, because as I said, I use bags, and in those bags, I use like 3x4 jewelry bags. And I put my threads in there when I'm working on a project. And that's kind of how I store my like weeks and classic colorworks. My DMC, I have like the DMC box. So I just, you know, use it there. But, so I thought I'd kind of show the threads for the pieces that some of the market pieces that I had kind of shown in my market recap that I picked up. You know, if that's not your thing, then thank you for joining me. But I do have kind of, so this is the threads for Maggie May. So, And Maggie May and bobbins kind of share a lot of the same colors. So I've kind of just put them together. And going to just show those real fast. I need a Brenda here to like put my stuff back in the bag. So this is kind of the other colors that are in bobbin, which bobbin is the cute little mouse. Put these back in here. People who know me know that I have to stay organized. I can't help it. I'm one of those. Like even when if I go like to my LNS to get something up, I have to be like, can I just put that in the bag? Like the patterns in, please. So this was the Thread Milk Designs, the Endeavor to Improve sampler that I showed. I love this one. And this was, it had two colorways, but I did kind of the original sampler colorway. And look at these. These are all the classic Belsoise. But man, those are my colors if there's ever my colors. It's kind of falls and wheats and aren't they pretty? This one is like briar patch. It's like a greeny brown. So I'm excited to do that one. That one again was Endeavor to Improve. Let's see. Next I did the I don't know what that one was for. Oh, I know what that one was for. So this one is for Little Robin Designs, Emma Thatcher, which again is another sampler that I absolutely love. And the colors are just a lot of colors, but man, are they pretty. So these are kind of all of the threads for Emma Thatcher. Some weeks, some classic color works. I think there's even some sampler threads in there. She kind of used the gambit, but look at those blues in that sampler. Wow, they're pretty. So that is Emma Thatcher. So as I mentioned, Hollis Hands creates Kristin. I say her name. We were going to do, this is an older Lottie-Dye pattern. Shakespeare pattern had some Lottie-Dye patterns in her room. Rejoice, always rejoice. So I went ahead and got the threads for that. And the threads in this one are surprising to me. I saw the model that Shakespeare pattern Kent Stitcher had stitched. But look at these colors. Just oranges and greens. You would think looking at that picture is more reds, but man. So that one. And then love this one. So this is Phoebe Ann 1825. Again, a needlework press design. And wow, these colors. So these are the colors in that one. I'm so excited. And the colors are shocking to me. I mean, again, I saw the design, but I just, whew, I cannot wait to work on that one. And then this is the it's this one. So this is the what they're calling the Green Rabbit sampler, but it's MH 1860. Again, another needlework press. And you expect these colors to be bright from the picture, but they're super, super pretty. This is kind of all the classic color works in that one. I hope people like that. I love when people hold up threads, and I can't do it a lot because I put them in bags, but look at those colors. And then I did go ahead and get the colors for Teresa Kogut's Serenity. I'm kind of wondering if Vicki Clayton will do a silk conversion on that one, which I may end up picking up, but you can always use the threads. But look at those greens and those reds. And she did have like some color changes or like counts on her Instagram, so follow that because she did have some like different amounts. But I can use Tennessee Red Clay and whatever ones I bought. And then this is the last one. These are the new Fragments in Time, the 2 houses that have come out. These are the colorways for that one. Kind of some greens. You can see I'm into the blues and greens this year, aren't I? It's kind of funny. All the samplers I picked kind of have that colorway, but I'm always into those. What am I talking about? Or black. So, but those are kind of the ones I've decided to go ahead and kit up. I haven't chose fabric yet. I kind of choose fabric at the time when I go to stitch it. Again, this cabinet here has fabric in it. And then when I'm ready, I'll look at the called for, make a decision if I want to use the called for, and then I just kind of go from there. So, which is fun. I think the only other thing that I've kind of have for this video is just kind of talking to you guys about what I've listened to or what I've watched. And then also at the end of this video, if this is not your section, you know, totally fine, understand. I do like to just go ahead and again say thank you. Thank you for all the comments, all the support. I'll say this in every video, you know, I'm really humbled by the amount of people who are watching me, who are enjoying the videos. Thank you so much. And then, you know, I love to talk about my stitching. It's what I do. It's, you know, I love to stitch, and you know, I think a lot of us do, and I have so much enjoyment from it. So I'm so glad I can share a little bit with you. And again, all the Flosstubers who've mentioned me and called me out, thank you. You know, they'll all be in the show notes below. I just have to type them out once the video uploads. So I did at the end of this video, I might have already mentioned it. Just ignore me. I try not to repeat myself, but sometimes that happens. But I did kind of do a craft room tour. I did not go through all the bins that are in here. We'd be here a while. But I did kind of go through kind of my storage and kind of how I do my charts and my fabric, high level, you know, some of that stuff. But I kind of thought I would talk about kind of what I've been listening and watching too. Some people have given me some great recommendations, so thank you for that. Keep them coming, because I'm always listening. I'm always watching something. So kind of what I have been listening to is there's Can I Tell You a Secret? So there is a podcast and a Netflix documentary that came out on that. I will be honest with you, I like the podcast much better than the Netflix documentary. They use a very strange, scrambled, I don't know if that's the person's voice in real life, like how he recorded. I don't think so. But a very scrambled voice in the Netflix series, and it kind of was distracting to me. So I like the podcast a lot better, personally. Again, that's just personally. I listened to a book that Shannon Bromo on Instagram. I will never try to say her last name. She's probably like, Tara, come on, it's so easy. But she reads a lot, and we have both read a lot of Kristin Hannah, and she had asked me if I had read The Women yet, and I had not, or listened to The Women yet, and I had not. So when I was driving to market, that's kind of the book I listened to on the way there and the way back, and I listened the whole time to it, so it was very entertaining. It's about kind of trauma nurses that were in Vietnam. So really good story. Kristin Hannah, she's a great author. If you haven't listened to her, give her a try. She's wonderful. She's very descriptive. And then a new season podcast of Tenfold More Wicked, and I think it's season 10, but Tenfold More Wicked. I'm sorry, yeah, Tenfold More Wicked. It's about some crimes that happened in Williamsburg, Virginia. So Tenfold More Wicked. Say that 5 times. Tenfold More Wicked is more of a historical true crime. So it's things that happened in the 1700s, the 1800s, about the time and the place and how it looked then. It's really descriptive. They do a great job kind of going back on the history of that stuff. And so it's a great podcast. She does several other shows. But Tenfold More Wicked is about Williamsburg, which was really been good so far, what I've gotten to listen to. Some of the shows I love to watch, people are gonna laugh, but if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. It's on Netflix. I know nothing about Formula One. I'm from the South. I know about NASCAR. I know Laura's now throwing stuff at the TV because, anyway, but that's what my dad watched. I grew up on NASCAR. So, but Formula One, Drive to Survive, I love that show. It's like, just like the back interviews with the coaches. There's so many characters on that show. So many personalities you can imagine, race car drivers. It's a great show. So Drive to Survive. I watch Full Swing. Again, I'm not a golfer. I don't care anything about golf. So nobody, come at me, the golfers. I think it's amazing. Like, it's impossible to play, but I watch Full Swing. Again, just a bunch of characters. I love that show. I did watch You Are Not Alone, about a girl that was attacked in Pamplona, the running of the bulls, and kind of the movement that kind of supported her. Super good, good to watch. And then there's a glass blowing show. They've had several seasons, Blown Away on Netflix. Those are all on Netflix. Blown Away on Netflix. Again, I love that show. It's so dramatic to me when they drop the glass, it's just like, and the things that they can make. It's a great, just kind of sit down and start stitching and watch them blow glass. So, which was really cool. And then I watched The Program, which was also kind of about the schools, the tough love schools, that kind of came out and came up. And girl, she's a woman now, but her experience kind of at that school, a lot of the students kind of experienced at that school. So those are kind of the things I've been listening and watching. Again, give me recommendations. I love them. I'm into true crime. If you can't tell, I love podcasts, love documentaries. I love, I love, all of it. So I love to have a show that I can sit down and put on and just stitch and not have to read subtitles or, I have, but, it's just something I can stitch to and listen to at the same time as I'm stitching. So that's really everything that I have. Again, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you taking the time. I know there's a lot of Flosstubes out there. So the fact you joined me, thank you so much. Again, this Rachel and Liz said it the best in their market video. This is like the awkward send off, like, the end of the first date. Like, how do you end the video kind of thing. So I'm not gonna play around with it. I'm just gonna do it direct and blunt, like I always do everything. But thank you guys so much. I hope everyone has a great couple of weeks. Again, if you want to know when I post a new video, just subscribe and turn on the notifications. I'm not on a schedule, as you guys can see. I'm trying to get it in when I can. If I got time, I just sit down and record. And I appreciate your, letting me do that and taking the time to post when I can. I am going out of town next week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm flying. Me and another friend are flying to see a friend in Minnesota for her birthday. So we'll be up there for a couple of days. And then, you know, I know when I come back, work will be hectic and got to jump back into that. So, but, you know, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Well, you'll see me. And that's all. So everyone have a good evening. Thank you so much. And thank you. Have a great day. Bye. So several people have kind of asked me about an overview of my craft room. So I bought this house probably 4 years ago. When I bought this house, I knew I wanted my bonus room to be a dedicated craft space. So just kind of a quick pan around the room. You can see I have these kind of dormers on either side of the room. That door right there is like a small dormer attic where I keep all my Christmas trees. And then kind of you spin around and you have these little alcoves and eaves and things of that nature. So I thought I'd kind of show you, take you through. I'm not going through all the cabinets. Sorry guys, but so kind of start. I do have a small closet here off the bonus room, which is very nice. I kind of on this side of the door have a really pretty easel frame picture of Harvest Friends. And then of course I have my DMC box that has all my thread in it. So what I did when I bought this room was, sorry, this room, I just bought the room. When I bought the house, I really wanted it to kind of use as much space as possible, much organization as I could. So this is kind of some small kits, some small pieces here. I have like kind of my silks in this small cabinet here. And then I just have some general stuff on the top, kind of things I've collected over the years. And then I've mentioned this, and I'll probably talk about this a little bit more in my video, but what I do is, it's a little messy right now, but I use bags for my thread. I'm not a winder. I'm real bad about not winding things up or putting them on really pretty thread cards. So I use these kind of M designs, you know, in alphabetical order, kind of each of the threads. Again, that's just how I do it. Those are 3x4 jewelry bags. And then all of this is just storage. So I have paint, I have trims, I have finishing boards, just all kinds of junk. I really don't want to open these guys, but you can see just thingamajigs. I go through them sometimes, use those for finishing if I do finish, things of that nature. So as I mentioned, I have these little alcoves. And what I did was, these are all my patterns, kitted projects, anything to that nature. I'll kind of back up for you. So the top 4 are Blackbird at the very end. Then I have some Mirabilias because they have a lot of beads and things. They take up a lot of room. I have my Wood Thy Needle and Thread, and then my Plum Street. So that's what the top 4 kind of are. You can see, I'll show you just that one. So pretty robust. And then I have these kind of in alphabetical order by designer, or I have them by like just generic designer, like A through E, if I don't have a ton of them. So again, these are just magazine file pockets, all sort of different kinds of ways. But I loved them because for the IKEA cabinets, 3 fit. They're very sturdy. Got them off of Amazon. This is my desk. So I wanted a really functional desk back in the day. Yes, that's the sewing machine I do not use, nor know how to use. I had a friend who dropped it off. She wanted to get it out of her house. And so you'll see I have some, those are my whips. I don't really fold them up and put them in bags. I put the pattern and the threads and stuff in bags, but I don't really fold those up. And then, guys, I just have stuff everywhere. Like, how many pencils do I need? I don't know. Like I said, this is a attic dormer closet. So And then this is kind of like the couch where I stitch at most of the time. It is a reclining couch, very comfortable. And then my chair also reclines. So ignore that montage of cross stitch over there in the corner. One day soon, hopefully, I'm going to get these walls and just load them down. That's the plan. So this wall and this wall over here, I'm just going to put them floor to ceiling. Kind of my stickers. You guys know I sticker journal. These are all kind of my stickers in this little cart. And this is my planner, my 2 planners. And then I have like my TV, again, additional IKEA storage. What I did was back in the day, when I made this room, I took measurements and I put as many storage cabinets as I could get here in this space. Again, I have those kind of IKEA shelves that I change out, put different stuff up. You can see, let love rain. Those are the things I really want to take to the framer here soon. And then this is kind of my, try to get, it's pretty tight in here, but I'll try my best. So this cabinet here is kind of my fabric. I don't really want to open this, but sorry, it's a little messy, but you can see I kind of have it by, they used to fit in the bins, but I have it by like some, you know, the fabric dyers, things of that nature. And then this is like kind of backing fabric. Why I buy fabric, I don't even sew, but I do send it to the finisher. So that is kind of my craft room. Again, we're not going through every cabinet, every drawer. We'd be here 7 days. But, you know, hopefully you enjoy it. It's just kind of fun. I know I have knickknacks and stuff everywhere. But, you know, I have a bunch of smalls. Kind of take them out, put them out seasonally, things of that nature. So I hope you enjoyed this. You know, kind of spin around again just real fast for you. I love it. You know, it's really functional for me. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much.